The seedlings that are actually dying off. We have row after row that are dying.
Much of eastern Iowa is in a severe drought. That lack of rain is having an impact on crops being grown this year. But for the Christmas tree crop, it is damage we'll see years down the road. The latest drought monitor report will be issued tomorrow morning, but we know how dry it is right now. These are the precipitation deficits since the start of the year. More than 8 inches in Cedar Rapids, 6.5 in Waterloo and Dubuque, 6.1 in Iowa City. That's a big impact, and it's leaving an impact on all kinds of crops in eastern Iowa. KCRG TV 9's Brian Tabick joins us live after speaking to 2 farmers who worry about Christmas in July.
When tree farmers are starting out, it takes about 7 years for your trees to finally start getting to a point where you can sell them. But when droughts like this happen, it makes it very difficult. Not now, but years from now. At the Cedars Edge Evergreen Market, it's never too early to start talking about Christmas.
It's pretty neat to see these trees we put in that were, a foot or 16 inches have actually grown to, some of them grown up to 9 foot already.
Owner Mark Banowitz first opened 7 years ago. This is the first year he's able to start selling these trees he planted himself.
7 years has flown.
He says those trees are doing well despite the state being several inches short of rain. It's the 500 seedlings he planted this year he's worried about.
The seedlings we're losing a lot of those.
Iowa Christmas Tree Association President Bob Molds, the owner of Wapsie Pines Tree Farm, says Banowitz isn't alone. He says many new farmers are also struggling, and there isn't insurance for crops like these.
If they all die, they all die. There's no insurance.
Molds started changing his ways after the 2013 drought. He's watering each of the 4,000 trees he planted this year, as well as mulching each and every one of them.
If we had not mulched all these trees and individually watered them 3 times while it was dry, a large percent of them would not have made it.
As the association's new president, Molds says he wants to show other new tree farmers like Banowitz what he's learned over the years, so they too can make it through droughts like the one we're seeing right now.
Now, once they put them in the ground, there isn't a whole lot we can do as far as making them grow.
Molds says when farmers have bad drought years, they can usually plant twice the number of trees the following year to make up for the ones they lost. But like he said, that can also be a risk if there's another drought the next year. In the studio, Brian Tabick, KCRG TV 9.